Alright, let's start with the Airbonian Embassy. See if we see Vander come out and greet us. Oh, Olivier. You continue to play your role well, Bergen. I would like to enter. May we pass? I can't say no to you, but who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Okay, well I can certainly let you in, but Lord Ambassador Kranak and Major Vander are out at the moment, you see. Ah, pity. What shall we do, Estelle? We can wait inside. We could, but we're kind of burning daylight here. I'd like to visit some other places while we wait. We could visit the Calverdian Embassy first then, just across the plaza from here. Yeah, getting back here won't take us long after meeting with Elsa. That's decided then. We'll be back later, sir. Okay, nice. I will be back. I've never been to an embassy before, so I have no idea how these work. Hey Zin, still keeping busy? Let me guess, business at the embassy. Yeah, I'd like to speak to Elsa about something. She's in, right? Yep. Well, no, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know? Policy. Oh, they're helping me with some guild work. I'm gonna introduce them to Elsa. Huh? Oh, okay. If they're with you, then I guess I can let them in. Sweet. So, welcome to the Calverdian Embassy. Do keep in mind the embassy hall is Calvert soil. We are friends, but still keep your nose clean, eh? You hear that, Olivier? Again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. Nice. So the first time I'm being in here, too. All I know is that an embassy is typically used for, like, immigration or, like, documentation processing for foreigners. That's all I know. I have no idea, like, other services that it provides. Ooh, magnificent. Wow, this is the Calverdian Embassy. I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. Yet it's a bit exotic as well, I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calverd, you know? They've had an impact on our culture, too. Anyways, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor. Alrighty. Well, might as well explore, since I probably won't be able to come back here. Ah, Zin. Hey, I'm back. Might end up boring a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Of course, I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. Sweet, okay. Time to check all the rooms. The shelf holds the Dull Knights. Oh my god, what the heck? The shelf holds the Dull Knight series. Oh my gosh, chapter 16. Oh, holy crap, got the entire set over here, damn. I'll have to read this in my own time because, yeah, I don't want the entire episode to be that. My, is that hulk of a man over there, Zin? I don't even need to see your face to know. Are you seriously going to judge based off my body size? I thought you were a bear when we first met. My. Jeez. Okay, so there's a book series in here. That's pretty cool. And what are you? Oh, you all are... Why, if it isn't Zin. Counselor, a pleasure. All together here, are they your guest? Yes, they're co-workers for the guild. I hear about the threat letter. Yeah, it's as you guessed. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any idea? Threat letters like this aren't exactly rare in the Republic. To be honest, I barely paid any heed at all. True, there are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yes, they always cause trouble when the issue of immigration comes up. Well, this time at least I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first? I'll go ahead and do that right now if you pardon us, okay? Cochrane. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. That's a lot of doors. There's nobody in here though. Presiding Officer Yakumo. Hey Zin, come to Liberal again? Hey Yakumo, seems like I'll be here for a while. You seem pretty busy yourself. Of course we are. After all, we got a pact signing approaching. Sorry, but I don't have time to bother you for a while. Okay. Just a bunch of important diplomats. This should be the ambassador office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Sure. Let me introduce you. Oh, it's her. Okay. This is Elsa. Okay, I'm calling her Elsa instead of Cochrane. That's harder to say. Yes, come in. It's the lady at the landing port that was arguing with the other guy. Why, Zin? Hello, come in. Last I heard you returned to Calverd. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Gransel? Well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberal for a while. As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So who's this with you? Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants, Olivier and Chloe. A pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Elsa Cottrain, Calvard's ambassador to Liberal. I get the feeling this is more than just a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Estelle and her party ask about the threatening letter the embassy received. That letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? I suppose we're well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, of course. You're looking at one after all. It's me. I sent the letter to myself. Elsa, please. Don't have to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth's the truth, Zin. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think, hmm? Well, yes. Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and the Parliament have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact? Certainly. There are tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement that we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but it's a little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no. Precisely. The worst it could do would be rally the other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvard have gone even worse than usual over the past decade. So there is some value in establishing Liberal as a place where we can negotiate, but again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, doesn't really seem like the thing you'd sent a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cottrain, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then who do you suspect? Well, my gut of course tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians. Their militaristic Hawk faction specifically. But frankly, even they have the new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their nose to spite their faces. The new engine? What, you mean the one from the Arsail? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erebonia. Yep, we know that already. Read it in the news. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. Whoa. That's to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she'd handled this masterfully. The cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out so long as you sign this agreement and play nice with each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian Hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. Sorry, I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which, though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Red's parents. Oh, yeah, right. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. Can't say it rings any bells, sorry. He's never visited the embassy, at least. Darn, well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard. What? How? It must be to the north of Calvard then, and to the east of Erebonia, because Liberal is between Erebonia and Calvard. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Thanks, Ambassador. Thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. Glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter. Oh, you know Dad? Of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of Liberal's Royal Army. I heard he has a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, but you're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild for a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, I'll see you around. Estelle recognized. Wait, is there anything in the room? Nope, okay. I can take on jobs from the embassy. That'd be great. Yeah, because if Crossbell is between the Calvard and Erebonian, that means that it has to be on the top right of the map then, like, yeah, because this is just ocean here. So yeah, it has to be on the top right somewhere, Crossbell. It's not on the map. That's good to know. At least we have mentioned of a new country that's not on the world map. Okay, let's head to the Erebonian embassy now. Let's see what's going. See if they're back. Oh, hello again. Lord Ambassador Crana and Major Vander have returned. Oh, perfect timing. Can we go in then? Sure. Welcome to the Erebonian embassy. Do you remember that the embassy is... yeah. I'll be on my best behavior. I don't know Olivier will be though. Even though he's from here. Okay. This is quite the building. Whoa. This place definitely matches the Calverdian embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Cranak would hit the roof if he heard you say that. Is that Vander? Hey, old friend. My most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? It would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. I told you again to ensure we're constantly aware of your location and you... Ah, but 'tis a tactic in the war of love. Did you know absence makes the heart grow fonder? Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic. I presume you have business here at the embassy. Yes, sir. We would like to speak to the ambassador. That letter, right? I've been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright in the Royal Army, I take it. Technically, yes, but we're trying to investigate as a neutrality as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven, that kind of thing. A commendable mindset. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Cranak. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone. Really? Thanks, Mueller. Yeah, thanks. Wait, you really have so little faith in me? You thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduced us, you probably want to have us kicked out. Sorry, Olivier. Oh, the sting of being forsaken. Sting of the truth, maybe. Lord Cranak is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait then. Time to do some snooping. There's nothing here. Hey, it's been a while, Olivier. Are these your guests? Indeed, one could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmates. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet. I feel to merely call this forced love does a disservice to our bond. Is that not so, Estelle? My. Wait, does that mean you dumped Mueller? But my head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Mueller's suffering. Dumped Mueller. He loves the men and the women. Can I read any books in here? All the books in this room were published in Liberal. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back where you found them once you're done. The Carnell. Oh god, it's the Carnelia series. Yeah, this is PTSD right here. The Carnelia series. Yeah, Olivier, I heard you went to the hot springs. I'm so envious. I've been working until I'm dead on my feet getting ready for the signing ceremony. The closest Imperial city in Liberal's borders is a place called Parm. I'm actually from there, by the way. It's close to Bose, which makes it convenient to return home for visits. Of course, it's not so convenient to visit the Imperial capital from there. There aren't any public scheduled lines in Erebonia, so I have to switch over to the railway system. So Erebonia doesn't use airships, but they use railways, and then in Calvard they use buses. Oh, I see, yeah, because Bose is right along the border of Erebonian Empire. I see, okay. Interesting. So everyone passes through the Haken Gate, I'm assuming, to get to Bose. Yeah. And then for Calvard, everyone has to pass through the Wolf Fort. Alright. Maybe the third game will expand on, like, it'll be Estelle in Calvard or something, or Estelle in Erebonia. That'd be pretty cool. By the way, I'm just waiting for Josh to show up. Where'd my friends go? They all disappeared. Alright, let's move. So this is the office, wow. Indeed. Shall we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? Mueller can totally cut you in half, you know. I apologize for the wait, Lord Cranak. We'll see you now. Let's go then. Sweet. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy, guest. I am Lord David, the duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Zin Vathek, also of the guild. Chloe Rins, second year student. And I am the servant of love and peace, Olivier Lenheim. Ah, you. I'd heard you'd gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me for that matter. Such a strict dressing down, much more than I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside. You are here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might be opposed to signing the pact? My, you are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact, and no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvert behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition. Doing whatever it pleases. This is the perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on President Rocksmith. Details. You think the mob thinks like that? All I can say is for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Okay. Well, seems they're both kind of suspicious of each other, which I guess makes sense. Those two countries seem to be at odds. Not that much useful info then. Well, excuse us, Lord Crana. May I ask that what Chancellor Osborne's opinion is of the non-aggression pact? Who is that? Osborne. What? Lawless riposte, Chloe. Who? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. Okay, this is a new character. He is the highest official of the imperial government. What is he, like a vice president or something? His nickname comes from his personal motto: our nation's peace must be built on the foundation of blood and iron. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system as well as the annexation of several smaller states of our borders through less than diplomatic means. Okay, so what is he, like a city planner? Wait, you mean he's Olivier? How can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Oh, but David, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cottrain over at the Calverdian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see. What? Well, if we don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That'd be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? My Lord Crana, there's no need to keep info related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem. You have a point, Weller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. In fact, I heard he is actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Okay. That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? Yeah, free engine. No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there is harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Huh. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, looks that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions. See? It is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. Oh, but one sec. If you don't mind, we have one more question. Ask about Ren's parents. Yes, a most pitiable situation, the separation of a child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but a merchant from Crossbill? I do not recall such a man, no. Are you familiar with this Hayworth, Mueller? No, never heard of the man either. Really? This is starting to look kind of grim. Unless, you know, maybe it's a fake name because they're Ouroboros agents. Just, you know, kind of putting that out there. The search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parents sounds really trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Lord Crana. Allow me to show you the gate then. That was something. I imagine you must have a difficult time trying to find the culprit. Though I suppose if there was some clue, any clue at all, we wouldn't be in a position we're in now. Still, don't hesitate to let us know if we could be of assistance. I will, bunches. The path of the Bracer continues to prove itself a harsh one indeed. Several months ago, I'd received reports concerning the Bracer Guild. Various branches have been attacked in my country, one after the other. Given that you're bracers yourselves, I feel they may be an easy target for whoever is responsible. Do not lose hope. Seems like a pretty nice guy, just very diplomatic. Thanks, Muller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. Nah, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Huh, indeed. I do hope we can solve this. Huh? Olivier, you're awfully quiet. Oh, it's nothing. I was simply lost in reverie for a moment. It doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. Okay. Olivier, you'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're here in Gransel, yes? Where else? I would not miss the chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed, as always. What? Oh my. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas and images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spear you upon the embassy's flagpole. So that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alright, Vander, you kind of walked into that though. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Kranek. That would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. That's how you keep Olivier under control. Maybe I should write this down. I'd say they match each other perfectly myself. That's a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thanks again, Muller. This guy's cool. Hopefully he ends up being a party member or something later too. With the embassies out of the way, all that's left is the liberal news. Hopefully Neo or someone will be able to help us. Okay. I'm just curious, can I head to... Wait, are Tita and the others still at the market? I'm just wondering. Are they still at the market? They're gone! They're not, oh, they're not here anymore. Where'd they go? I mean, it makes sense, obviously. I need to find out where they went. Maybe they're getting ice cream at the stand? Nope. Maybe they went to the... Oh wait, maybe I can find Shara at like the hotel. Oh, there's Shara! Estelle, what is it? The hotel's my job today. I should get to your assigned area. Hey, that's cool. Alright, cool. We found Shara. And then... Who else was questioning? I forgot. Shara will look at the airship company, the cathedral. So I found Shara. And then Tita and Ren are just wandering around, right? So maybe I can find them at the the weapons store. No, they wouldn't be there. Maybe they'll be in the Orbment store. No. Kind of curious if they're around here. They wouldn't be at the Fisherman's Guild, no. Maybe they're at the cafe if I head down. I have to be here anyways. Or maybe the cathedral. Nope, not at the cathedral. Where is my Musume's at? My Musume. Maybe they're in the cafe. Nope, they're not here. Okay. Could they be in the sewers? Alright, let's head on in. The Liberal News. Do I talk to the staff? Nope. Just head on up. Oh, Estelle. Hey, Chief. It's been a while. What do you need today? Business with Neil? Yeah, I got some questions on some good guild business. Is he back from Rouen yet? Yeah, he's back, but I think he stepped outside to do some coverage. Figures, he always does seem pretty busy. Well, that's our job after all. Don't know where he is, but I heard he'll be back by the evening. Okay, got it, thanks. Guess we should start somewhere else. This could probably be the last place we visit. Okay, where else do I need to go, though? The castle, okay. Let's do the castle first. Castle time. I need to talk to the queen herself. Oh hey, if it isn't our defenders of the crown. You guys basically have a free pass in here, so if you want to see someone, we can get you in easy. Or do you just want to have a walk around the palace? That's okay too. Actually I'm here on bracer business today. Which is to say, hello, Dan Altus, it's been a while. Oh, Your Highness, Princess Claudia, we were not aware you returned. Sorry to startle you two, I'm afraid I'm here on business though. Estelle and I have some things in the castle to attend to. Yo, imagine just walking up with the princess and being like, hey yo, I need to enter the castle. Just yeah, I'm here to chill. It'd be hilarious. Could you let us pass, please? Of course. By your command, milady. Wow. Only slightly popular, isn't she? I think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous. That's what happens when you're not a dick. Now entering, Ladies Chloe and Estelle and her entourage. Open the gate. That is me, Lady Estelle. Thanks, you two. Well, welcome back to my house, as it were. Come on in. Welcome back to my house. It's my crib. Can I speak to the head maid? Haven't seen her in a while. Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So obviously we should start to talk to Queen Alicia. Both to ask about the letter and just say hi, but let's see, who else? Julia's gone, right? She's currently at Lyston Fortress overseeing the refitting of the Arsail. Well, it's going to make things a bit harder on us. She probably could give us a lot of help with that mess. Who else could we confer with, I wonder? I think our best bet is Hilda. Yeah. At least concerning Ren's parents. If the Haywards have ever visited the castle, she would know. Hilda kind of seems to have some sort of castle sense about these things, so where would we find them? The maid quarters, right? Grandmother should be in her chambers, and Hilda, if she isn't in the maid's room, she could tell us where she is. Good idea. Maid's room and the queen chambers. Off we go. At the moment, Captain Schwartz, the royal army is away. Oh, nice. It's weird to see the royal guardsmen actually here. Welcome to Gransel Castle, Des. Oh, the maid quarters. Go straight ahead for a while and you see a big entrance. The door to the right is the entrance to the maid quarters. Sweet. Some of these rooms I couldn't go into before either. This is the gate room. I think that the already state-of-the-art Arsail can go even further. Wonder what kind of ship it'll become. I'm afraid Captain Schwartz isn't here right now. Okay. They is gone. This leads to the storage room. Oh. Can't head to the sealed area anymore. Where we defeated the last boss. Okay, I think we're done here. Once we close that door leading into the sewers, we finally stopped getting so many rats in the storehouse. Really, the nerve they had to chew on the food that people put so much effort to bring in. Nasty little creatures, eh? They're just trying to survive too. If you were a rat, you would do the same thing. Well, your highness, I see you're most well today. May I ask what brings you to my humble kitchen? I'm here for some sweet rolls. The head cook is incredible. It's crazy how many recipes that guy knows. Maybe I can get him to teach me a few. Teach you a few. I'm very sorry, but I'm busy cleaning here. Okay. No speak. Oh, is that Shara? That's Shea, yeah! Miss Estelle! And Miss Claudia, and Mr. Zin, too. Pardon me, it's been quite some time. Sure has. Yeah, it reminds me of when you lent me your maid uniform, Shea. Oh, Estelle is a maid? I know, right, Olivier? What you missed. Yeah, it was to meet the queen. Oh, and Josh had to wear one, too. She did her magic on his face with her makeup. She was all pumped up to do it. Oh my. Thanks very much. Josh, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia, so perfectly also portrayed as a maidservant. Noble endeavors both. I am sure it would have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more I cannot attend the Duke's banquet. Oh right, Shea, do you know where Hilda is? I believe Mistress Hilda's in the library. As I recall, she had something to look up. Okay, library, got it. She's not here. It's cool to see some minor characters returning too. Alright, we already checked out the chef's area. It's over here. I imagine my wife's enjoying non-stop fishing by now. At this rate, not only am I going to have to be worthless as a man, but my position as her husband will be in danger. Alright, if I have to train a seagull, I'm sure I can catch up to my wife. I mean, you work directly for the castle, so it seems like a pretty respectable job. My duties are slowly normalizing, but I'm still quite busy. As ever, there are still many inquiries from the citizenry about the coup d'etat. I'm in charge of various kinds of reparations, but there's still a mountain of problems to get through. I can imagine. We're still cleaning up after the coup d'etat. Right now, investigating the intelligence division's budgets and their real expenses. From the looks of it, there are signs a budget was manipulated. Where could this money have gone to? Black Orb Mint research. So nobody's here, right? Okay. Such a relief that the Duke's staying over in the villa. After all, the Duke was always staring at people with these lecherous, dirty eyes. Ugh. Yeah, I can imagine. Can I visit my old rooms? Nobody's in these, no surprise though. Oh well, time to start cleaning the guest rooms. Once I'm done with the guest rooms, I'm off to help tidy the library. Okay. This is my old room. No comment from Zin though. There she is. Ah, Princess Claudia and Miss Estelle too. Hey Hilda, sorry I startled you, but I just got back. Hi Hilda, sorry I've been out of touch. It's quite alright. Glad to see you well. I understand the princess has been assisting you, Estelle. I'm very glad to see the two of you home safe. Aw, Hilda, you're embarrassing Estelle. Speaking of helping Estelle though, I've returned partially to inquire about something the guild is investigating. Let me ask you a few questions. If I can be of assistance, ask me anytime. I think there may be a few too many onlookers to speak here, however. Let us borrow a guest room. Yes, I see. You're attending to the investigation of that letter we received. I take it you want to know if I have any idea who the sender might be. That's it. We're investigating all the locations that received the letters to see if we can foray out some clues. Firstly, thanks for your efforts. We just received that letter that was unsettling. I'm afraid it could be of little aid in naming suspects, however. The only thing I can say of confidence is that it's not the work of anyone in this castle. Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Who is the letter here addressed to out of curiosity? No less a person than Her Majesty herself. I check all the letters addressed to the Queen so I know the contents of the letter. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that. Pardon me. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? One's critical of royal decisions, for example. Ah, well... Help us for my sake, if no one else. We need as much info as we can in order to make a judgment. Very well. There have been several letters delivered with no indication as to their senders. They were not particularly critical of royal decisions per se, but they were largely petitions to reduce the annul of Colonel Richard's sentence. Oh my god, it's Amalthea. And that's not even her real name. Her real name is Caron or whatever. Or Karen. God, she better die in this game. Like, it's probably the one character I didn't want to return. I suspect at least some are from citizens of Gransel, but the rest I cannot be sure on. People want Colonel Richard free? No less than expected, the man who once strove to be my rival. His popularity endures, even after his capture and shaming. Their colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him. I'd personally bet on those letters not being related to our little threat. Requesting something of the royal hand is one thing, trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether. Well, still, even knowing the letters exist help. Oh, one more thing, Hilda. I wanted to ask you something else. About the Hayworths, okay? Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell. Yes, I remember him. A hit. Say what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda? No, not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. I happened to be otherwise unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with them as well. Really? Hey. Alas, this provides us with little clues as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Yes, my apologies. There was something that bothered me, however. What would that be? The child greatly enjoyed the tour, however, her parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing. It seems even tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, however, if they were under strain, not able to pay attention even after coming to see a place as a tourist. Sounds like something was on their minds, alright. Seems like they were in some kind of trouble even then. This may give us a clue as to where they went. Thanks very much. I think this gave us some good leads. Glad it could be of help. Oh, Princess. You'll be staying here at the castle tonight, I trust, and if your friends lack accommodations... Well, I intended to stay here a while in Gransel, yes, but you know. How about it, everyone? Oh, sweet, we get to stay in the castle? Ah, you forget. They are expecting me to be at the post of the embassy tonight, and I can hardly disappoint. I do appreciate the offer, however. Yeah, and I've got what's basically a permanent room at the Calverdian Embassy. Thanks, but I think I've got to decline this time. I should probably ask Shara and Tita before committing to anything. We've got Ren, too. That's true. Sounds like she loves the castle. I shall keep the rooms ready in case you wish to stay. Thanks, Hilda. Not at all. I must return to the maid quarters. Please let me know if you need anything else. If you pardon me. Nice. And Estelle can have a sleepover with her girlfriend and her 2 musumes. Okay, so we still need to meet with the queen. She should be in the chambers, right? Yeah, I'd be surprised if she isn't. Just like keep her waiting then. Okay. Let me head back quickly because I want to talk to the other guy over here. Oh, here he is. Castle blueprints, the 7 treasures, the full details on the 100-Day War. I was asked by Her Highness to compose a list of the books removed by the Intelligence Division. I wonder what they were investigating. A curious selection. What's because they're researching these frickin' forbidden artifacts things. They're trying to destroy the world. Actually, they're not trying to destroy the world. They're trying to control it, basically. Which shows with all the septium veins and all that. Well, it was the septium veins, and then it's the projections. So they're basically just trying to create like mass controls or like illusions, like a global type of weapon that they can use to kind of brainwash and mind control people. And it's only a matter of time till they succeed. Honestly, I really have no idea how Estelle and the others are going to kind of be able to combat them, given that each enforcer is just so strong, and like we're either going to need a time skip or something, or Cassius has to somehow one-shot all of them. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how they deal with the climax of this game, maybe, and the future, and the third game. Why, Your Highness, Claudia, welcome home. Or who knows, maybe Ouroboros is like the long-standing villain for the entire franchise. Like maybe the Trails to Azure, Trails to Zero, and the Trails to Cold Steel, like maybe that is still pursuing the Ouroboros. So who knows, maybe like they're the villain for the entire fucking 10 games. That'd be kind of funny though. It's like Josh is just actually the villain for the rest of the games. That'd be kind of sick. It's like, yeah, have the villain be like the playable character in the first game. I never thought about that. Yeah, what if Josh is just irredeemable after? That'd be really sick. I would like that. I don't think they'll do that though, because that would break Estelle's heart. But if they did do that, that'd be pretty cinema. He was just a boy. She was just a girl. But he had a dark secret. Please pass through, okay? Thanks, man. Why, Lady Claudia? If you're looking for Her Majesty the Queen, she's currently resting in her room. Okay, cool. Where is her room? Is this not a room? Okay. I guess this is a room. What's the point of this room, then? Ah, you finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother. Oh, and there's Sieg. This balcony give me PTSD. I don't want to be out here any more than I need to. Sieg, I see. Sieg has been thoughtful, wasn't he? Oh yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you're always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything not long after you left to train. Pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh, thanks very much, Your Majesty. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So I'm okay, don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we last met. Mr. Vathek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. So you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware that they have been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberal. Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me first? Well, I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the Pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters, maybe. Is she talking about the people that want Colonel Richard to be freed? My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guy still on the run? That'd be the short of it, yes. If that's the case, then I would say I bear that responsibility for this as much as they. It was my belief that led them to take such actions in the first place, after all. Grandmother. I don't know. I don't think they have the right to be all, let's threaten people and be scared because we're sore losers. No, there are a few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of love for Liberl and its people. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country is a ruler's responsibility. Though in that case, I rather doubt they actually try to stop the ceremony, yes? Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, then that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Rats. Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question. Of course, Olivier, whatever you wish. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. That's true, it's a good question. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others. Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's alright, Estelle, he has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbow issue is causing a great deal of friction against us as well. Okay, so apparently there's another issue in Crossbell, and I hope this can help. Huh? Crossbell, that's where Ren's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast. Okay, it is northeast from here, over the Crone Mountain and directly between Erbonia and Calvert. I see, that's why it's not on the map. Both the Republic and the Empire claim it should be part of the government, part of their governments, and some Crossbellians want total independence. It's quite a mess. They're Sweden. Okay. Crossbell is basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. Must be a pretty small region in that case then. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem. I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then. So your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then? To continue the analogy, it is not the bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If it can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember Liberl spurred it on. I've underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberl was far more of a fool's errand than I'd ever imagined. That much at least is painfully obvious to me now. What are you going on about? Oh wait. Crossbell, Ren, duh. Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... The parents. A child abandoned at the royal villa. I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a bit it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be. No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor MacDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whatever you need. MacDowell, okay? Now I know the mayor's name. Thanks. Grandmother, thanks for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately, but, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You'll be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then once you are no longer busy. Alright. Yeah, she hasn't been back home in a while, too. My goodness, such royalty. I would say she's the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. Kinda envy Liberl, to be honest. Of course, she's the queen after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her. Oh, I see. Princess, when did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne? Oh, she was 20 if I recall correctly. And may I ask your age? I'm 16, but... Ah, my point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you were not yet even as old as she is when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now, would you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with a proper capacity can achieve a thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like say Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Your Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time, don't worry. Olivier, Zin, thanks. Really. Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh? Get older? How rude. I'm a fresh, youthful 25. Olivier's 25? I'm 25 too. I feel old. 5 years younger than Zin here even. Yo, Zin's 30? You want to call out someone on being rude, Olivier? Well, anyways, we only spoken to Hilda and grandmother both. Yep, back to town then, I guess. Let's be off. Gotta head to the liberal news now. Yo, Zin's 30? Damn. People still... Actually, no. Freaking Asians never age until, like, 60, I would say. Like, I think they age until 20, and then after their 20s, they don't age for, like, the next 30 years. That's just how it is. That's probably why. Evening already? Time does fly when you're having fun. Neil should be back by now, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Alright, let's get over to the newspaper. Let's go! Time to talk to my favorite friends. Oh, I wonder where Shara is now. She was at the hotel, right? So she might be... Shara might be at the cathedral now? Oh, there she is! Oh my god, she moved. Estelle, finish with your question? Mine was to take some time, so if you're done, go back to the guild and wait. Wait, those parents and their child were quite striking. I remember them well. Oh shit, they were here too. Oh. That's cool. So Shara's moved here now. Where's Tita and Ren? Kind of curious. Did they go to the harbor or something? Just kind of curious where they wandered off to. Ren, Tita, where are my musumes? Where are my musumes? Are they hanging out here? Probably not. Okay, I'm heading back. So we need to head to Liberal News, which is just down the road. Right down the road. Check the cafe. Oh, they're not here. Probably just head in, right? He's not back. You just got back. Oh, really? He's upstairs in the reference room. That expression one he wears when he didn't get a scoop. Okay, maybe I could provide him with a scoop. Neil. There he is. Hey, Neil. Hello. Huh? Who in the hell? Well, what do you know? You guys. How you doing? Good day, Neil. Pardon our intrusion. That's the Bard guy and Your Highness. Good day to you. Yeah. You even have Zin the Immovable of Calvert with you. Got some kind of gang going on here, Estelle? A lot of stuff's happened since we last met. How's your coverage of the election in Rouen go? Damn, well, that's how got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of what brings you by today, got a hot scoop for your old buddy Neil? Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We heard the Liberal News received a threatening letter. You guys investigating that thing? I figured the military would have been taking care of that one. We're working on requests from the military, actually. So, do you know anything? I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. That's real helpful, Neil. Come now, you're a newsman, a hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who the villain is. I don't have time for this. That's a bit impolite, you two. Neil, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share with us, please. Whoa, hey, Your Highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. We're crying. Fine. Okay, so this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got that letter. Not even close. Leiston Fortress got one. Then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Rouen bomb. Then both embassies, Gransel Castle and the Herb Royal Villa all got one too. For 9 letters in total. Huh? Something wrong? Neil? We heard that from the military already. What? Damn it, that was my first big scoop for the day. Doesn't look like we're gonna get much out of this. Yeah, time to move on, I think. Now, you just wait a second, Missy. You keep talking like that and Neil Burns, a star reporter of the Liberal News, is gonna have a name worth a pile of crap. Alright, let me tell you let me let you in on my take of this whole mess. Okay. You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns. Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells me this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. We thought of that too. It sounds awfully sure though. Mind telling us why you're so convinced? Okay. The trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe or at least imply something nasty that's going to happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in the way of a specific terror. Exactly. I got a hunch that this isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. It's more about getting people worked up over a threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I see. It's kind of a good point. There is some sense behind it. I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent, though. And each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. Yes, for a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. That does seem kind of true on the surface. Think about it, though. All that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I even knew about these places weeks ago. Anyways, I'm going to be working this on the assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat and we can compare notes later. Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Neil. That actually helped a lot. Darn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pack's signed. Okay. Speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Ah, right, she's off working in the Bose region. I sent her to snag some photos. What, for a special of some kind? Yeah, related to the Royal Army. You remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? The one you guys busted? The Army decided those rats had the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They're running airship pilot training out of there now. Okay, neat. So she went off to get coverage of the base. That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her out on her own, but gotta do it sometime. Dorothy out on her own, huh? Scary. Oh wait, speaking of girls out of their own, what's up? Ren. Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our class fields of our wanted column either. Figures. But hey, this is part of the job, right? If you guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. We can put him in the class of fields if you want. I could even have a few people in Crossbell I could poke. Thanks. You're way more reliable than I thought you'd be. I think I need to upgrade my opinion of you. Of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before? Just kidding. Alright, let's get back to our guild house then. Shara should be back by now. Hopefully, yes. Thanks again, Neil. No big. Come by again anytime. Hey. I love the fact that we just have like friends outside the guild too that we can interact with. It just makes the world more like expansive, you know? We got the liberal news, we have people from royalty that we know, people from like the Royal Guard, other braces around town too. It's like a very, very lived in world. We're back. Where is my Musumes? Welcome back. Sorry, I know we're a little late. Where's Tita and Ren? They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor. Sounds like they had fun. Anyways, we got a lot to report. Yes, please. So basically, it's a prank. I see. Sounds like you had a fairly productive day then. I guess. We didn't really get anything decisive though. Shara, did you find anything? Managed to find a very large pile of nothing. The hotel, cathedral, and airship company. No one had the slightest clue as to who would send such letters. The leader of the airship company is deadly afraid the sender might demand money next. There haven't been any follow-up letters though to anyone. Damn. Doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the society behind all this? I don't think we can safely say that at this point. Their primary focus up till now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbments. And we know the gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. Yeah, this doesn't really seem like it matches the society's MO. I guess Rowan and Zeiss just had me on edge. No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we could safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a report. Could I ask for you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at the Herb Royal Villa tomorrow? Sure. We didn't find the sender in the end, so I feel kind of bad, but I guess that's all we can do. Oh, Herb, right? Shara, did you find anything about Ren? I did have some results on that end, though not in the way I expected. Let me start with the hotel, the Hayworths, all three of them. Definitely stayed there for about 2 weeks. They kept the same room for the entire time in a fairly typical tourist fashion. It was only just this morning that they checked out. Okay. I then visited the cathedral. It seems the Hayworths came to worship a number of times when they were here. However, the father who ministered to them said he felt there was something off about their behavior, but they seemed distracted during prayer specifically. Okay. So either they're being followed and the parents are like wanted criminals or being hunted or something, or they're part of Ouroboros and they're the ones that are sending the letters to these places, because if they were at the hotel, they could have placed the letter there, right? If they were at the cathedral, they could have put the letter there, right? And so since they were all over Gransel in a tourist disguise, it would have been easy for the parents to just split up and deliver those letters. So it's either one of those two conclusive endings. I am a detective. That is me, Yagami. Yeah. And finally, the airship company. That's where things get very strange. Strange how so? Their names are Harold and Sophia and Ren Hayworth from Crossbell, yes? There are no records of anyone matching those names, nor the nationality, and the records go back 6 months. Okay. That is very suspicious. That definitely means that they're probably Ouroboros then. This is a mystery, though perhaps they traveled by land. She must have... Wait a minute. That can't be right. When we first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship. Yeah, because they came from Air Letton. Yes, at Air Letton. She said she saw a lake on the way down. Troubling. It's possible they were traveling under assumed names. Why would they? They must have had something to hide, or they may have been hiding from someone. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contacted every guild branch in the country about Ren's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for more info to come in. As for Ren herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah, I'd feel terrible if she got wrapped up into something. Could you leave her with me, maybe? The mission kind of feels personal now. I was going to suggest that, actually. Thanks. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Gransel, naturally. It includes Ren, so don't worry. Thanks, Elnan. Oh wait, speaking of staying the night, we might actually not need that tonight, you see. We can stay at the castle. My, it's quite an invitation. It is. Honestly, I absolutely love to stay there again, but I'm afraid I'll need to decline this time. It'd be far easier for the guild to reach at least one of us at the hotel. I hadn't thought about that. We might hear something about Ren's parents, I guess. I should stay at the hotel too. Sorry, Chloe. Don't worry. I'll explain the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind. Zin and I are to stay at our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle naturally. That means you two and the girls will be staying at the hotel then. Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar? Good idea, and you know, I'd actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while. Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate a mature flavor at last, I wonder? I'm gonna snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Snapping or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find a seating. Alright, let's call the girls and be off. Dinner with my musumes. That evening, Estelle's group and Ren have dinner at the Sunnybell Inn. Olivier, as if it were second nature, took to the piano after a few drinks. Ultimately, even Willer and Neil were called to come and join. Oh, that's cool. And so passed a pleasant evening in Gransel. What? Why is it not a scene? It should have been a scene. Especially with Neil and Willer there. Missed opportunity. Okay, let's split up here. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Huh. Miss Chloe, you live in Gransel? Yes I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you'll pardon me. Have a good night, Chloe. Good night, Chloe. And off she goes. Wow, that was one heck of a party. Olivia even dragged poor Mueller into it. And who is it that dragged poor Mr. Burns into it to it all? Not that he seemed to mind. Well, I figured, what the heck. Ren, did you have fun? Yeah. The food was good and everyone was talking about neat stuff. The piano music was really pretty too. Yeah, Olivier's really good at it. I was kind of surprised. Well, he's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. Sure you want to duck out already, Shara? Zin and the others are still having a lot of fun. Professional courtesy, Estelle. If I stayed, you know, I'd just drink them under the table. Since we do have work tomorrow, I thought I'd cut out early and spare them the pain. Fair enough. Let's go get our hotel rooms then. My musumes can stay with me. Pardon, are you the bracers and company that we are expecting? Forgive me, but we were unable to secure a 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms? Oh, sure. do you want to split them up? I'm fine with any arrangement. Set it up however you please. I want to be with Miss Estelle. You've been busy with work, so we haven't had any time to talk. No fair, Ren. I wanted to be with Estelle too. Then you should have said so sooner, slowpoke. I know, what if all three of us stayed in the same room? We could share a bed. No, it's okay. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight. Oh my god, my Musume's fighting over me. Thanks, Tita. I think I just got horse traded. You do have a way with the ladies, Estelle. Well, that leaves the two of us, Tita. How about I show you a few tarot card games before we settle in for the night? Okay. I'm staying with Ren. Maybe I'll learn something about it. Oh god, this is the same room that Josh and I stayed at too. Oh wow, this room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. Okay. There's a big building outside the window. Oh. Even Estelle's getting flashbacks, yeah. Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Ren. We couldn't find your dad or mom. It's okay. They promised they'd come get me. You don't need to search so hard. But they're very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. I don't think you'll find them very easily. Is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. It's okay. It's for the best. But never mind that right now. I have two big favors to ask of you. What's up? I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Yikes, did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure, if it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. The first thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Huh? Call me? You mean drop the whole miss part? Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle. Is that right? Alright, I don't mind. Estelle-san. I never stood that much on formality anyways. It's not like I'm your teacher or anything. You really don't mind? I love it. Glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want, Ren. Okay. That makes me happy. Yeah, they have the whole like names and formalities, that's why. So like in English translation it does sound weird. Or just like, what? Can't say his name? Is it like a taboo or something? So what was the other thing, Ren? Oh yeah, well, can you tell me why you were surprised when we came in the room? Oh, this kid's sharp. You had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this room before with someone else. Stepping in here just reminded me of him. Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest? Not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time and we've gotten really close, but... well, it's complicated. We're not together right now, though. Oh. Well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? Yikes, questions. Well, his name is Josh. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Yeah, I guess that's true. Canonically, I mean, like, in the princess getup, right? Beautiful. Well, let's just say he makes a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him. Wow, that sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. Oh. You don't know when you'll see him again, and that's why you look sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. I'm gonna find him and drag him back home, and even if it takes years. Why did you seem so sad? Well, because I'm sure he's off somewhere in way over his head. I can't do anything to help him. That makes me sad, I guess. Sorry. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Josh at all. No way. It's neat. Josh was a really wonderful person, huh? Wonderful. Actually, right now I think he's a bit of a jerk. Yeah, true. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye and taking my first... True. Her first kiss was a freaking, knockout drug. First what? Nothing at all. Yeah, I'm all tired. Time to go to sleep. Hey, no fair. I'm not going to sleep until I hear the whole thing. Boy, I messed that one up. After that, Estelle and Ren went to bed, but remained awake for a little while talking about various things. Eventually, when she could hear nothing but Ren's slow, peaceful breathing, she gave into the exhaustion which has been piling up on her eyelids and fell into sleep herself. Whoa, whoa, why are they here? And this is the old Sky Bandits hideout too. Oh shit, it's Agate and Annalise. Bingo. Yep, looks like we found our rats. So they're holed up in the old mine, huh? Not a bad spot, all things considered. This is where those sky bandits kept that ship they hijacked, right? Think so, yeah. Estelle and her team ended up fighting the bandits in the big central hollow a bit further in. A nice big open space, huh? I bet our guys are in the same spot. What do you think? Go in for the heroic charge now, or...? Yeah, we don't have time to contact anyone. No heroics though, at least not yet. First we sneak in and take a look at how many men they got in there. Right behind you. There's like 3 of them, right? That's weird. This is definitely their hideout. Where the hell is everyone? But we totally tracked them here. So where'd all those intelligence weirdos go? Oh, they might have figured out we were onto them, but screw it, let's have a look around. No good. This place is an empty shell. Do you see anything, Agate? Not a freaking thing. Can't even tell if they're just out or if they ditched the place or what. Not even any clues as to where they went. About that, I didn't find any mention of where they were going. But I did find this over in the tent. Let me have a look. Orgueil? Orgueil? Sounds French. The hell is... These are blueprints of some kind. Looks like it's for something called Orgueil. Looks like a vehicle of some sort. That sounds cool. What is it, some kind of airship? Can't really tell. Seems a bit small for one. What the? What's wrong? Some kind of note in between the pages. I've sent out the invitations. I've got the table and chairs ready. Everything's ready for the tea party. Now all I need is to bake some crumpets and wait for the guests to arrive. Okay. This is related to the threatening letters. A tea party, that's really cute. It's like something out of a storybook. Some kind of code, I guess. The hell does it mean, though? Tea party. Gotta be some kind of... Scatter. Is it Amalthea? No way, how'd they sneak up on us? Heh, those are some serious stealth skills, guys. That another trick you learned from Lieutenant Red? Oh, Lawrence. Yeah, because he was the red guy. Nah, Agate solos this. Agate? Yeah, I see it. There's something wrong here. Okay, feint to a side, crush one corner of the triangle, then we'll take out the rest. Ready? Leave it to me. Go. Oh, nice. I get to play as them. This is cool. Alright. She has more moves now, too. Pedal dance. Fallen leaves, kick followed by mid-air strike. Well, how strong are they first? Oh, they're incredibly weak. Okay. Could probably just crush them right now. Okay, Agate, what have you got? Flame Smash 2. Side swipes an enemy. I'll just do this. Oh my god. Fucking one shot. Jesus, okay, kill. He's level 55? What's with these guys? I mean, we beat them, so whatever, but that was a strange fight. Do you think they were on drugs or something? I remember hearing they used something like that to control them, some thugs in Ruan, I think. Nah, that was different. This was like hacking at a stone ore. What great fun. You two aren't half bad, are you? What a treat. Oh, it's Jester, right? The green guy. You. Nice, we got a new one. I am Enforcer number 0, Capanella the Fool. Okay, yeah. Capanella, that's him. I am but one hand of the Society of Ouroboros. Oro finally decided to show your face, huh? Just what's your scheme anyway? The hell are you planning on doing with what's left of the intelligence idiots? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm a little more than an observer this time. You're asking the wrong person if you want details about the plan. In fact, I barely know them myself. An observer? The hell? Anyways, if you want to attend that tea party, you'd best hurry. I'm not quite sure when it's being held, but it isn't here. Or shall we share some coffee instead and enjoy the dawn together? Kid? You look pretty young. Are you part of the society? I don't mean to be insulting or anything, but you might want to get away from here. They're bad people. You're very kind, miss. But But you know, it's okay to laugh at a fool. That's what he's there for. But worrying about the fool, now that's quite rude. Huh? I see, so his power is controlling, like, a puppeteer. What? How the hell? We beat them senseless. You bracers really are naive. If you really want to defeat someone, you have to break them into pieces. Like so. Damn. If that scene was in 3D, that would have been really brutal. Oh, you little... Yeah, how could you? Did I surprise you? It's so easy to break even a well-made toy, isn't it? But I'm afraid that's the end of the foolish show for tonight. Farewell. Hopefully I can give you an encore someday. Get back here. Why do they all have this technique that can just teleport them out of anything? Agate, I know. They weren't guilty of any crime so bad they deserve to die like this. I can't leave him here, just laying around. But, go kill time somewhere else, alright? A kid like you doesn't need to deal with this. I'll take care of it. What? What? The hell? Agate? I think this arm is fake. You're kidding. I see. Mechanical. Gears, springs, quartz fragments. These things are archaisms, orbital machines capable of independent action. Oh, Kevin! What? And who are you? Don't worry, I'm no enemy. I'm Kevin Graham of the Septium Church. Finally he comes back. You're Agate Crossner and Annalise Elfeed, right? I don't suppose you'd be up for swapping some stories, would you? Hey, Kevin's back. West Bowes Highway. So all of these guys are just constructs now? I mean, makes sense, I guess. Maybe Captain Amalthea is also a construct. Good, fuck him. Oh shit, it's the Dawn. Cal, you're up. Here I come. Pipe bomb. Boom. Josette. Okay. Josh. Oh. Okay. I see. Yeah, they're all constructs. So maybe Josh isn't actually bad. He's just doing his own thing alone, that's all. Huh. Impressive as always. You three were impressive too. We defeated them in a single sweep, thanks to your combo attack. Oh, cut it out. Flattery will get you nowhere. This is like the 10th group, isn't it? How many more do we need to hunt down? This should be enough. The Royal Army should move soon, so it would probably be best for us to disappear. Right then. Still, just what is the Society trying to do? Why use these dolls dressed up as Richard's goons? That's the real Oh, I know! They're using these constructs to probably crash the signing pack, that's why. So that they can't they can trace them back to the coup without it being traced back to the Society. And Capanella's the one who's orchestrating this. I see. Okay, I get it. At least that's what I think. What? Where are the rest of the intelligence men? They're probably gone to the tea party in that note. The dolls are likely to distract the army from that and make them think Richard's men are still active here. Makes sense, I guess. Wish we knew what the hell the tea party was. Well, we don't have much of a reason to help, but... Sure you don't want to crash that tea party? Well, he probably does, but he knows Estelle will be there. The bracers should be investigating that camp by now. We can leave it to the army and the guild. Yeah, we left them the note and plans, that'll be more than enough. And we're taking care of all these freaking puppet things when the guild's busy. We can just leave the rest of that airhead in her group, right? Aw. Yeah, you can tell he misses her too. Sorry. Didn't mean to pick on an old wound or anything. No, you didn't. They have nothing to do with me anymore. Once the tea party begins, the army will be focused on that. We can move once that happens. Right then. Time to get busy. Interesting. Okay. All right, Josh. You know you're slowly redeeming yourself. Slowly. But at this point, I'm kind of wondering why, if Josh is able to kind of act as a free agent still, why hasn't Weissman or Alba put him in his place, you know? Give him a little brainwashing. The next day, Estelle went to the Herb Royal Villa to give Sid the report of the letters. I like how I can see the fishing spot still there. Oh my god, Tita and Ren. Just chasing each other. I see, this report is very thorough. Thanks very much, you investigated this quite well. I guess, I'm still kind of miffed we couldn't find out who sent the letters, to be honest. This is more than enough info for an initiative investigation. I doubt we'll uncover the party responsible for the threats at this stage anyway. If anything, this gave me exactly what I needed, information to consider what we might need to defend against. Thanks, Colonel. So how have your preparations been going? We finished our initial deployment yesterday. We will be using the villa as a patrol headquarters until the signing ceremony is concluded. That's why there were so many soldiers out and about. And I'm guessing that's why there were, like, no monsters on the road over there. We've conducted an extensive monster hunting sweep this morning. We'll be performing them periodically during the ceremony ends, until the ceremony ends. Why, Colonel, keep doing that, and you just might put us out of a job. Well, you have something of a point. Speaking of civilian concerns, about that girl's parents, the ones you mentioned yesterday. I haven't heard any reports that they've gone through any of the regional gate posts. Nuts. Nothing to do, but wait, I guess. I will let the guild know the instant we hear anything. For the moment, you've done fine work with this investigation. I'll have your payment wired to the guild ASAP. Thanks, Colonel Sid, but what should we do now? You want us to help out with the patrols in the capital once we get back? Well, if you plan on staying in Gransel, I wouldn't turn away the help. I do know you're very busy with other matters, however. I won't insist on you staying. Well, we still have Ren's situation to deal with, so we'll talk to Elnan about it when we get back. Yes, seems like the best idea. Sir, excuse me. Belk, what's wrong? Don't worry, these people can be trusted. Very well, sir. We've received a phone transmission from headquarters at Leiston. Remnants of the intelligence division have been sighted in the Bose region. What? You're kidding. Details, explain. They were first sighted by some bracers. I'm afraid we don't have all the details of their confrontation yet. However, General Bright has ordered all army stations to stand by at level 2 alert. I see. Thank you. I suspect we're going to be busy fairly soon. Seems like it. Let me guess, we're headed to Bose, right? Right. Colonel Sid, good luck with your patrols and stuff. Stay safe, friends. But they're not real. The fugitives now reveal themselves. The problem is determining whether or not this case is related to the signing ceremony. One way or another, okay. Where is my Musumes? Estelle! Hey kids. Shara, are you done? That was kind of quick, wasn't it? Didn't I tell you we just needed to turn in a report? You could have just waited at the guild house. Honest, mean. I just want to stay with you, Estelle. Tita, say something to her. Me? Well, I do want to stay with Estelle all the time, but she has work to do, so I don't want to be selfish. Fine then. In that case, I'll just have to run off with Estelle myself. You don't get to play, Tita. What? Ren, you're so mean. Come on, you two, don't fight. Tita, you're the older girl here, so let it slide, okay? What? You two seem really close all of a sudden. I'm not annoying, am I? Oh, come on, sweetie, like I could ever stop loving you. Musume. Well, Tita, you keep making that sad, lonely face. I'm just gonna have to hug you all. Oh my gosh. Pity hugs are cheating. You get so much more popular with the ladies, Estelle, and Olivier might get jealous. With that out of the way, though, we really need to hurry back to the guild house. Oh yeah, we should. Did something happen? I'm afraid so. Remnants of the intelligence division have been found in Bose. That's awful. Yeah, we're still a bit fuzzy on the details. Elnan can hopefully tell us more. We need to hurry back. Oh, this isn't fair, you guys. I don't know what you're talking all about. Sorry, Ren. Basically, something very important has happened, so we need to go back. Okay, well that was easy. Too bad it would be fun to play hide and seek with all these soldiers. We could use the whole forest as a hiding place. That'd be fun, right? That might be fun, yeah. Let's not do that and say we did. You guys ready to go? Let's go. What happened to Zin and, oh right, I can only exit this way. What happened to Zin and Olivier? Hey, isn't that Duke Dunnan? What is the meaning of this? Do you deliberately besmirch me, Dunnan von Ostley's rightful heir to the throne? No, your grace, not at all. In fact, this morning we put a plan into motion to slay any monsters along the road to Gransel. You'll be completely safe with the allotted escort. That is not the point. An honor guard of a mere 3 men is wholly unacceptable for a man of my stature and importance. I demand at least a full squadron. 10 men. Go. Oh, your grace. Your grace, please do not demand so much of them. Her Highness has finally given leave for us to return. Please, we should consider ourselves lucky to have received such kindness itself. Silence, Philip. This punishment was the height of injustice to begin with. Given this outrageous grievance levied against me, I should demand nothing less than the whole Royal Guard to meet me. Well, we may not be the entire Royal Guard, but we could go with you if you'd like. Estelle and her Musumes as guardians. Yeah, you, Miss Estelle. Haven't changed a bit, have you, Duke, old buddy? Not very dukely to railroad everyone with your selfishness. Very you, but not very dukely. How dare you call me buddy? You impertinent nobody. What are you even doing here? The villa has to be closed off to the common rabble. Yeah, well, you see, we had actual work to do here. So going for a walk, old buddy? More than a mere stroll, girl. Prepare to be shocked. Alicia has come to her senses and released me from her unjust punishment which bound me here. The unjust punishment? They've actually released you from house arrest? Indeed, word has arrived from Her Royal Highness this morning. She instructed us to depart from the villa and return to Gransel Castle. Her heart really is too big for her own good. Huh, well, good for you, I guess. Well, try and keep a clear head so you don't get placed a second time, okay? What? And you know, don't you think you should examine your lifestyle a bit? You're kind of a slacker, buddy. Maybe you should start with a bit of exercise. Oh god. Yo, Estelle's best girl of the year. Holy shit. Oh my god, what is it? Did I say something weird? No, it is exactly as you say, Miss Estelle. If His Grace only had better hold on his life, he would not have become so easily manipulated by Colonel Richard. Allow me to echo your suggestion. Bah, enough of your lectures. Enough of this. I shall not remain here a second longer among such a riffraff. We depart for the capital. Oh, your grace? Huh. Weren't you just going on about not having enough men? No. Come, let's go, men. Hey. Look at that, Estelle. We're changing lives here. Miss Estelle, it may be an old refrain by now, but thank you. I'm not sure how to express my gratitude. Don't worry about it. But I don't know, I think you really need to drop the hammer a bit more, Philip. I think he's the way he is because nobody ever really scolded him, you know? Yes. I don't really think he's that rotten deep down, so I think he can still change. Don't you think he just needs a hand? Estelle, your words ring so true. Philip, why are you dawdling with peasants? If you keep loitering, we'll depart without you. Your Grace, I shall be but a moment. If you'll excuse me. Yo, what if Philip is an Ouroboros member? It is I, Ouroboros member Enforcer number 1, Philip. I think we should have gone with them, but oh, Estelle, you really are Cassius's daughter. Huh? Estelle, you're incredible. I kind of noticed when we first met. You're kind of too nice, aren't you? Huh? Too nice? Don't worry too much over it. Let's return to Gransel. How am I nice? I told the freaking Duke to his face that he's a fat fuck, which is true. Oh god. Estelle actually best character of the year. Oh my gosh. How have I not discovered this franchise sooner? Well, I actually did. I purchased like the Trails games a long time ago, but like I saw how many games there were and I was like, yep, I'm gonna wait until I can properly sit down and play like at least 3 of them in a row. And boy, am I glad I did. Okay, one thing I've been lacking on is actually seeing what the new requests are, so we'll do that too. We're back. Hey, welcome back. Oh, that's why they went with us, right? Because we all stayed at the hotel and then the others stayed at their own respective areas. You deliver the report, I take it. Yep, no problem. We just received the mission fee from the army a moment ago. Here, let me give it to you. Nice. Yay for Colonel Sid, he does some fast work. Anyways, more importantly, I've heard some of the old intelligence guys were seen near Bose. So the villa was contacted as well. I thought that might be the case. We were just talking about that as it so happens. Sounds like some fellow guild members found them. Yeah, it was Agate and Annalise. What? They discovered a base of Intelligence Division fugitives have been using in the abandoned mine near Avenue. Unfortunately, the base itself has already been abandoned as well by the time they found it. That's where we fought those bandits. I see, I would have thought to look there. You said they abandoned it already. Do we have any idea where they went? Actually, former Intelligence Special Force men have been seen all over the Bose region. The border garrison is currently investigating the situation. Okay, so that means that Josh, Annalise, or Josh, the bandits, Annalise, and Agate, they're all operating within the Bose region because that's where they're all appearing. Oh man, should we pack it up and head over to Bose to help? No. Until we get a request for help from the Bose branch directly, I'd prefer not to act rashly. There's another reason for caution as well. It seems the society has a hand in this. What? You're kidding. Agate and Annalise encountered one of their agents in the abandoned mine, another enforcer, Capanella the Fool. Another new face. They also found several strange things in the ruins of the base. Firstly, they discovered plans for something called an Orgueil, which seems to be some sort of orbital-driven vehicle. They also found a memo written in cipher discussing a tea party of some sort. Well, that explains everything. That leaves us with no questions, no siree. What do you mean by orbital-driven vehicle? What is that? I'm more concerned about what a tea party could refer to. Okay, Ren is just... Ren is gone? Goodness, it's hard to simply stay here and wait after hearing all that. Come on, cool your heads, guys. The army and our guildmates are working hard over there. I'm sure they'll keep things under control. We'll hear about it soon enough. Exactly. I know it may make you nervous, but please remain in Groundsel for the time being. For now, you may do as you please. Alright, I'm sure Olivier will appreciate... Now wait, where'd Olivier go? Ah yes, the Urbonian embassy called a little while ago. It was Olivier. He said he had a small piece of business to attend to and left. He did say he would return quickly. Wonder what's that about? Wait, speaking of missing... Where's my second Musume? What? Oh, she was here just a minute ago. Crap. Do you think she got bored with all the talking and went out to play? It's quite possible we were going on a bit. Well, this isn't good. Darn it, we need to do something about her if we're going to leave Gransel. I'm gonna go look for her. I'll come too. Think I might know where Ren went. Okay. Sorry, Elnan. Not at all. While you're out, I'll go get the other branches up to speed and see if I can learn anything new. Alright. That brings it in. Now then, where would I hide if I was a silly little girl? Tita, any ideas? We went by a lot of places in the Eastern Bloc yesterday. Maybe she's at one of those places. First, we looked around the department store, then we went to the History Museum. Ah, that's why I couldn't find them. And then we stopped by the ice cream stand near the clock tower. Wow, you two were busy. Sounds like you had a lot of fun, though. That does give us a good list of places to visit first, at least. Let's go fetch our stray kitten. No, I need to get the request. I've been missing too many. No! I was so invested in the story that I missed the mission. A bit ago, some of our exhibits was removed by someone. It's not a particularly valuable item. Okay. Oh, well. It happened. Gransel Sewer Monster East Block. Okay, I can do this one at least. I'll turn this in. I'm sorry, Elnan, I missed one of the quests. Shit. I wish it was a monster quest too and not an actual side quest, but it is what it is. Let's head to the East Block real quick and do the stuff over there. Just so that I can take care of that right away.